All right, y'all. All right, peace, y'all. We back on Zoom. We ain't gonna have no echo now. I was trying to make it so that Facebook and all that could join in along with YouTube, but I guess YouTube is y'all the only ones that's gonna get it. Y'all the only ones that's gonna get it. See, we have West Coast Cam. Shout out to West Coast Cam. Following the story. We getting ready to be the place for the interviews. We getting ready to be the voice of our own culture, as we should. So I just sent out these invites. Thank you, Epi, Ep Rock. But I'm not playing those echo games tonight. And good money. I'm gonna roll up an L while I wait for these dudes. While y'all come in the room, make sure y'all click that like button. This is your first time here. Make sure you subscribe. Click that notification bell. Taking over. Hostile takeover. We got my mods in the house. Hope some of my mods are here today. We had some assholes last time I heard. I can't be watching all that shit. Coming here talking bullshit. My mods is gonna get the fuck out of here. So do what you gotta do. If you feel like talking shit to me is that important. Aisha, I love you. Thank you. Hit that like button. Aisha M. Enough respect. This is what doing for self looks like, y'all. We here. All right. And that's the direct. That's the direct to the Cash App. Because YouTube be taxed. The urine and be taxed. Yeah, they do. Now that I'm on Zoom, hang on. I can't see how many people. It doesn't show me like StreamYard shows, so I can't really tell how many people in the room and all of that type of shit. So whoever many's here, okay, here comes Godfrey. Whoever many's here, welcome. You come in, click that like button. Free God. Landscape mode, please.
Hello?
Turn it to the side.
Yeah, I'm gonna be moving around because
Okay.
I didn't even know when this was gonna happen. So I'm heading to the grocery store.
Okay, we'll just move around with it to the side. That's all. Just keep it in landscape mode as you move around.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on my tripod.
Oh, you're gonna put it on your tripod?
My tripod? Yeah.
That you got your bicycle, and then you're gonna ride on the bicycle to the store? Is that what?
Tricycle. Here we go.
Like, okay.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, shit. Ah.
First of all, can y'all hear Godfrey Good? Is Godfrey Good money? Okay, get this guy Doc M out of here. Matter of fact, I'll do it. Goodbye. Fuck out of here. Gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You hear me?
I hear.
Yes, sir.
All right. No echo.
What up there, Mike?
What's going on, Kings? How y'all?
You know, this shit.
Yeah, how about it?
Let's start it again real quick, just for editing's sake.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm gonna put you in the waiting room real quick, Mice.
Okay.
And I'm gonna bring you in.
All right.
Esoteric New York City. Thank you. We appreciate you. Now I'm gonna tell y'all now. I thank y'all for the super chat, but when we building, it's hard for me to acknowledge it while we talking. I can't really say your questions and stuff while we do it. So I'll see if I can get to it at some point. But as I'm talking to the brother, I don't like to in the middle of it have to thank people and cut people off. It's just a little, you know what I mean? But trust me, I'm thanking everybody in advance now. Thank you.
Word.
So let's for editing's sake, we're gonna start the show. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, peace. Welcome back to the Not Me Godcast. I am Lord Jamar.
I'm Godfrey. Yeah. Out of Los Angeles.
Yeah, he's
in Los
LA.
Angeles.
What you doing in LA right now?
Oh man, I'm shooting Tiffany Haddish's They Ready second season for Netflix.
Oh, that's
we're gonna be shooting October's 2nd and 3rd. I came early because we have to test for COVID. It's a COVID safe in Long Beach, California. Shout out to the goddess Tiffany Haddish. Word up. It's gonna be me
on the Godcast.
Yeah, me, Tony Woods, Dean Edwards, Barbara Cos, some other. It's 3 men, 3 women. It's a new Netflix series. Tiffany Haddish decided to, said, you got to come on my thing. And she's just that type of person that wants to let people shine. And she's so dope for that. You know what I'm saying? So we're doing, that's why I'm here. And then got some other shit with Kevin Hart's company. So just comedy shit.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
We need both of those people on the Godcast. We need Tiffany Haddish and we need Kevin Hart. You heard it right here right here.
Damn right. Throw it out into the universe.
And Godfrey's gonna facilitate that. That's right. Yes, he is. Happy with his connection. All right. So listen. With no further ado, I want to get to tonight's guests.
Yes.
We coming with the hard hitting guests right now, y'all. We keeping this going strong. And right about now, I want to bring into the room my brother, Mysonne, the general.
Yes, sir.
Peace to you, King. How are you, brother?
I'm blessed and highly favored. How y'all doing today?
Oh man, I'm
good
great now. What the science is?
Oh man, I'm still in Kentucky right now. We heard this bullshit decision that Daniel Cameron, the Attorney General, made about Breonna's case. So we've been out here organizing, protesting, putting together Breonna's law that we're trying to get passed, trying to get them to release the grand jury minutes, what he presented to the grand jury, trying to get a special prosecutor on the case. There's a lot of new evidence that's coming out. I don't know if y'all heard, but matter of fact, I can't even say that yet because I don't think it's been public news. But there's definitely been.
Not to cut you off, but can you slowly bring, briefly bring people up to speed as far as Daniel Cameron and the decision that that went on in the Breonna Taylor case and just everything that's going on?
So basically, it took Daniel Cameron, who is the Attorney General of Kentucky, a
And he is
total
black,
of,
yes?
and he's I mean,
His
if you
skin
say,
is black.
his skin is black. He's
Okay.
definitely,
Right.
definitely has black skin.
Yeah.
And they took about 6 months to finally decide that they were going to present the grand jury with information based on the death of Breonna Taylor, who was killed in her home by police officers who came with the no-knock warrant, who kicked in her door, shot her through windows, through walls. 6 shots went into her, over 20 shots went into the house. He presented evidence to a grand jury, which basically said that the only thing that they were guilty of were shots that they missed that went into a white neighbor's home. They weren't guilty of killing her. They weren't guilty of anything that was related to her death. Her name was not even mentioned one time in the indictment. It was a travesty. And it took them 6 months to realize that they didn't present so much evidence. They took information from one neighbor who said that he thinks he heard the officers announce themselves before they kicked in the door. But 12 other neighbors said that they never heard anything. They didn't hear any scream police. They didn't take any of that evidence. They didn't take the testimony of Kenny Walker, who was Breonna Taylor's boyfriend at the time, who said he never heard, and he gave an accurate account. They didn't take so much information. They didn't speak about the warrant, the no-knock warrant that was signed based on false information that they knew was false information because they put on there that the Postmaster General had informed them that packages that looked like they were illegal were going to this residence. The Postmaster General said that they never gave them any of that information. So whoever signed that warrant signed it falsely. They never presented that to the grand jury. There's so many things that they didn't present, and they came back with an indictment for 3 counts of wanton endangerment, some shit I never heard of. I didn't even know that was even something, and it basically is pretty much reckless endangerment, but it's a different word. And it had nothing to do with anything that happened to Breonna Taylor or anyone in her home. It was for 2 bullets that were found lodged in walls in the neighbor's home. So they said that those were counts that he was guilty of, that, which is a misdemeanor pretty much, that carries from 1 year to 5 years, which more than likely doesn't even result in prison time. So, it took us 6 months for them to tell us absolutely nothing. And we were, as you would expect, everyone is outraged. The family was disgusted. They made Breonna Taylor's mother, who's become like family to me, drive an hour from Louisville to Frankfurt, where this decision was made, to tell her that they weren't going to do shit about her daughter. And then she had to drive an hour back here listening to the information, which when they were informed the day before by Kenny Walker's lawyer, Sam Aguilar, that if you're not going to give us any information or news that makes sense, please do not have this lady drive an hour, all the way up there for you to tell us some bullshit. And they assured them that they wasn't, and they called them anyway and made that lady drive there to hear that. So, everyone's outraged. There's so much information that's coming up even today. I was about to say something, but it hasn't been released yet. But I know there's been body cam evidence that's come out lately, that people see there's contradictions in a lot of the stories that they were telling. So, we're pushing for a special prosecutor. We also pushing, we know that there's still a federal investigation going on. So, we're not stopping. We're not being deterred, and we're not stopping. So we've been out here protesting ever since. And before that, they've issued a 9 o'clock curfew, in which most people have not listened to, as myself. You know, so when I was supposed to do this a little earlier, we was breaking the curfew because, you know, we're gonna make sure that we break that law at all costs.
Right.
So, you know, so that's what we're doing right now.
Let me ask you something. How many times have you been locked up so far during these protests?
I don't even know, man. I can't even tell you. I know I've been locked up.
I feel like I can count at least 5 different times that I
Yeah,
off
at
the
least
head.
that. I mean, I've been locked up 2 times in Louisville in the last month. So just for this situation, and you know, so I mean, it depends. I don't count. You know, I did 7 years in jail for a crime I never committed for some bullshit that wasn't even honorable. You know, so I figure if I'm gonna risk my freedom and put my life in jeopardy, it's gonna be for something that I stand for and something that I believe in and something that I feel is you know a good cause and that's gonna make change.
Now, a lot of times you get locked up for these things. Do they end up getting thrown out, or do you end up having to like really fucking having to go to court? You know what I mean? Get on a plate and go to court for some bullshit in another state that you.
I mean, this is probably the first time. No, I mean DC. I didn't. I had to go back to court for DC, the court case that I had in DC. But so this is one of the first cases outside Louisville. Most of the time I get locked up is in New York and or in the tri-state area. So, and they usually I have my lawyer and they represent it and they give us some probation because it's not really a felony or anything. But the last thing that I was charged here, they actually tried to charge us with a felony when we protested on Daniel Cameron's lawn. They actually tried to give us felonies for that. But they dismissed the felonies. But you know, it all depends on what
home when you did that?
No, he wasn't home. We thought he was, but he wasn't home. He had just bought this new house, and we got the address, and we staged a march. We're about 300 or 400 of us went there, and 87 of us sat on the lawn and got arrested on the lawn.
Wow, he's really that dude, huh? That's what's her name's granddaughter, right? Mitch McConnell. He got married to.
Yeah, he's married to Mitch McConnell's granddaughter. Yep.
Fuck. Damn.
And he's Mitch's bitch.
Mitch's bitch.
Mitch McConnell.
Mitch's. I think he's trying to run for Ruth Bader Ginsburg's seat.
He's trying to do everything. He's the mayor of Kentucky, and we're trying to get his ass out of there too. So
we need to get his ass out of there, man. Fuck definitely.
That dude is.
I see niggers.
Yes.
Niggers.
That's
that
him.
motherfucker. I think he's up for the cream of wheat box too.
Yeah, he's definitely trying to get that. He looks like he's trying to.
Uncle Ben, cream of wheat. I think they're gonna give him the both posts. And motherfucker.
All right, so let's just get to the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
We know what the basic thing that we here to discuss.
Yeah.
And that is the one that we know as DJ Vlad and the stance that he's chosen to take not only against Farrakhan, but really against all of us up here right now and against the Black community, if you really break it down. I think all of us up here at one time or another was accused of maybe protecting him or coddling him in some kind of way. But whatever the case may be, at the end of the day, we all came together under the banner of solidarity, under the banner of staying on code with your people. And what might have been uncomfortable for some people, we still made it happen. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about the series of events and how it went down. And I mean, there's a lot of things that happened behind the scenes, I'm sure, with all of us as far as conversations that people don't know about. Okay. And things that were leading up to this. People think I just flipped on him within a week or something like that. But there's a lot of things that's been leading towards this. So I guess for you, because you probably known them the longest.
Mhm.
So I guess just tell us what brought you to this point. You know what I mean? That could even make you take
Yeah.
this stance right now.
Well, for me, I'm not gonna do like a lot of. I'm not here to bash him, because when I say I have a friendship with somebody, that's who I am. I've been loyal to a fault because that's just the person I am. If I call you my friend, then that's who you are to me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not. It's not gonna be me just saying a bunch of shit about him because it's not that. But I was disappointed in the stance, and it took me a minute to realize what his stance actually was, So I think that's what it was for me, because when it originally happened, I connected these brothers. I connected him with the Nation of Islam through my relationships. He had reached out to me a couple of times. He wanted to do interviews with Farrakhan, and I actually reached out, and a couple of times they was like, no, well, we're gonna try. They was trying to do it during 10-10-15 when we were doing the Million Man's March, the anniversary, and I was with the minister and on tour with them while we were doing, because we were part of the organizing committee, and he was like, hey, can you get me an interview with Farrakhan? I was trying to get it done, but it just really wasn't no time, because he was doing so many other things. He actually was gonna do it, but it didn't come in. So he always asked to do that. So I actually hooked him up with my brother Don Enoch and was like, Don Enoch is somebody that if he can probably connect you better than I can. And then, from there, my brother Nuri Muhammad wanted to do an interview. I connected him with Nuri Muhammad. And then they built their own little relationship. He started having them do security for him. So he was like, yo, I really, these are my guys. Like, yo, these is really good dudes. Like, boom. So I'm like, yeah, I told you, this is family. But he never, prior to anything, he had never expressed, I don't like the Nation of Islam. They say these things about my people. There's never been that. You understand? So that's why the original stance that I took, because I had never seen any preconceived hate towards the NOI or Minister Farrakhan. So when people say, yo, he intentionally do that, he was harboring things, I never seen that. You know what I'm saying? So when he came to me and this situation happened, it kind of threw me off. He didn't come to me. My brother Don Enoch, who I connected him with, had reached out to me and was like, yo, did you see the post that Vlad put up about the minister? So I'm like, no. I was here in Kentucky, So he called me. It's like 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. So I called Vlad. I'm like, what's going on? He's like, yeah. He said, yeah, this is what he said. And I'm like, that's not what he said, Vlad. Did you even see the interview? He said, yeah, I got the video, man. It's like, he's saying this. And then he started going into, they're saying that he was at, Nick Cannon was at the minister's thing. And that's pretty much where it stemmed from. And those ideologies that he has about the Jews. Did you hear what Nick said about the Jews? Like, I couldn't believe Nick said. I said, maybe you don't believe he said it, but they learned that somewhere, Vlad. So whether or not you agree with it, it doesn't mean that he has a hate for you, but there's a learning process. So you have to do your research and sit down with that man and figure out where he get his research. I said, I don't know the information by that.
I told Vlad he's telling the truth. I said, what's the problem with what he's saying?
Yes, exactly. So I've never actually, exactly. I've never studied this, so that's not.
I know.
Exactly.
So I told Vlad. I said, y'all are not the real Jews. That's why you're called Jewish. Whenever you put the word "ish" on the end of something, that means kind of, sort of, kind of like he's gangster-ish. He's not a real gangster. He's kind of like a gangster. He's Jewish, kind of like a Jew, not a real Jew.
Johnny come lately.
The original people, the original Hebrews look like you and I, okay? These people that we know now that they're showing us with the curls and all of that, that's going so hard for Israel and all of that, like, I'm sorry, but those are not the real Jewish people, the real Hebrews, the real Jews. And I said this to him prior to all the Farrakhan stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What rubbed me the wrong way was when he got on the Breakfast Club, I think it was the Breakfast Club, yeah. I was talking about, oh, I'm a little disappointed in Nick. I want to talk to him first, though, and all of this type of shit. Like, huh? Like, I thought you wasn't even really down with the Jewish
Atheist.
people like that. I thought you was
Yeah.
an atheist. Like, I've literally seen Vlad eat pork. Like he ate pork sandwiches from the Vietnamese place. So what kind of, you're not really a Jew like that. So why are you getting offended? Like, and when I seen him getting offended by the Nick Cannon shit, it was telling. It was telling. And I was just like, And I said to him at that time, why are you even offended? Oh, well, I had people that died in the Holocaust, like 9 of my family members and all this type of shit. I go, really? You know what I mean? Like, and so now I'm just looking at him kind of funny, like, and yes, he's had I know him for having Nation of Islam security at times and all of that. Like, there was a time he wanted to do something, he needed security, and he asked me if I knew somebody, and I said, yeah, I know a guy that, he can carry legally and all of that, but he ended up going with the Nation of Islam guy. Oh, never mind, I don't need your guy. Like, you know what I mean? Okay, I already called him and shit, but whatever. Cool. So then when he did the shit with the minister and all of that, I said the same thing. Like, yo, you ain't see the whole thing? Like that ain't what he said. And now I don't know if he acted in both, because in the conversation he acted like I was the first one telling him that there was more to it.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what y'all. But when I called him,
and when you called him, you sound like he said like you was the first one telling him.
Exactly.
What is it?
Yeah. So that's why I'm confused. Because when I'm listening to you, I'm like, so we had the same conversation with the man. Like, it's really confusing. So when I called him, I sent him the whole thing. I said, well, he said, I'm gonna watch it. So he called me back about 30 minutes later. He said, I did watch the whole thing. And yeah, he was talking about, the rock of truth, not actually physical, but it's still, you listen to him. I say, but because you don't like what somebody's saying, Vlad, doesn't mean that you can lie and say they said something they didn't say. I said, so you don't have to like what he said, but you can't lie and say he said something else.
Right.
That's my whole thing. He said, yeah, so all right, I'm gonna do it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put out a statement, and he said, I'm gonna take the video. He said, I'm gonna take the thing down. I'm gonna write a statement, and I'm gonna say that that we try to be authentic here, and we don't really Vlad TV has never misquoted or intentionally did anything, and we try to do this. And although I don't agree with what the minister said, this statement wasn't true. I said, Vlad, cool, that's fine with me. As long as you don't misquote the minister. He said, all right.
All right, now he told me basically the same shit. Yo, after I talked to you, I talked to this one and that one, and you know what I did was I edited the shit and the same shit, and I put out a statement saying I didn't know blah 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 blah. Now I told him, yeah, that's cool, but you probably should apologize. Nah, I'm not gonna apologize. This is good. Like, this is fine. Ray. Okay.
Wait, the bullying. Remember, he said, "I want."
That was later. That was the bullying. No, that was later. That was later when we were on the phone with him, and it got to the point where I had to like talk to him in a bully kind of fashion. That's when he said he wasn't going to be bullied. But at that point, he was just like, nah, I'm not gonna do it. Look at how Nick looks. He's looking crazy. He keeps apologizing to everybody, and people are still not happy. Like, I'm not gonna go down that road. Blah blah blah. Ray. So I'm like, all right, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna fucking, be like, yo, I couldn't have forced the nigga at that moment to apologize or whatever. And again, I think people inside the Nation of Islam were really more emotional about it than people that might not be in the Nation of Islam. Although we do look up to Farrakhan. He has raised a lot of us. he is a leader in general for Black people. But trust me, he was getting screamed on in private. So now when he does that, and I see that people are not happy, and I didn't think they would be, because I told you, like, nah, that ain't really good enough. But people were not happy. People like West Coast Cam came out. You know what I mean? Royce came out. And I mean, shit, Royce is somebody that I had disagreements with in the past. But I watched his video and I said, man, he's absolutely right. He's absolutely right. You know what I mean? And we do need to stand in solidarity. You know what I mean? And it wasn't just those people. You know what I mean? It was a combination of things that I had been leading to for a while, and not just in a week's time. I mean, and being around Vlad, come on, everybody has flaws. So of course you've seen this guy's flaws, but it's like, all right, he's not, he's a white dude, but he's not as bad as some white dudes can be.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
I've invited Vlad to shows, man, in LA. We've broke bread, smoked cigars. I said, there's a point where like you said, Mesa, when you make someone a friend, you're like, okay, you all right, man. Just do normal shit. Yeah, and I invited him to shit in New York. I hung out at his place. I was like, cool, he's cool, man. I always have that thing in my head that they're still white. I always have that. Always.
We've been out with him a number of times, and it kind of felt like as long as you have people like us around, we can kind of prevent you from doing those white boy slip-ups that you would often do if we wasn't around. You see what I'm saying? But at some point, I ain't gonna lie, I feel like he might have got a little arrogant with his success and all of that, and started feeling like he don't have to listen to people like us. And that's where you fucked up.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's what kind of disappointed me. It was, when that happened, and he did that, and I told him, I said, it would be ideal if you apologize. I said, they're not gonna stop coming at you. It's not like they're gonna stop. Nori's gonna say something, Reza, all these people, and then there's gonna be a lot of people that keep coming. And he just was like, I don't care, this and that. I'm willing to stand on this. I'm willing to die on this. I'm not gonna be bullied. You can't make somebody say apologize. I fixed it, but you're just not gonna force me and bully me. So I respect it. I said, okay, that's how you feel. I respect that. If a man feel like that, because you're not gonna force me and bully me to say some shit that I don't feel. So,
but let's keep it real, Mice.
Yeah.
As niggas from the street, you tell me you ain't never seen a nigga walk up to another motherfucker and be like, apologize. Yo, you gonna apologize to her. I don't give a fuck if they wanted to or not. Yo, okay, yeah, you. I mean, you could cut out and come back if you need to, Godfrey.
No. Come on.
I done seen people be forced to apologize. Number one,
I was outside
in the hood. Number two, I feel like, choke no joke, he gave the analogy which sunk in with me the best, which was, imagine somebody's, you walking down the street and a nigga just bump you, or he step on your shoe, and then all he do is just wipe your shoulder off and maybe even give you a little smirk as he does it. He doesn't say, yo, pardon me, I'm sorry. Like, what kind of shit is that? And now you, as somebody who's been up north and all of that, let somebody do that to somebody in jail.
But you know what the difference is for me with that? It's not for me, right? The only way you can right that wrong, if a nigga bumped into me, right, and he pulled out $1,000 and gave it to me, you don't got to touch my shoulder. You don't got to say a word to me. You understand what I'm saying? If you looked at me and gave me $1,000 and walked off after you bumped me and just kept on walking, I don't give a fuck.
That ain't what he did, number one.
But what I'm trying to explain, I just want to give you a difference. So I'm just trying to, only way you can right a wrong like that, if you bump into me, is to say sorry.
So hang on. So you're at a restaurant, right?
Mm-hmm.
The waitress or the waiter, whatever the case may be, comes over, spills the whole bottle of wine on you. And in that moment, instead of being like, oh, my bad, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to do that, all they do is be like, send me the cleaning bill.
No,
You good with that?
Well, what I'm trying to tell you is if you
Are
say
no, hang on. Are you good with that though?
no, I'm not, because what I'm trying to say, but just listen to what I'm saying. So I want to get you this part, right? When you look at the statement says I didn't mean to do that. It didn't say I'm sorry, it just says I didn't mean to do that. So if a nigga bump into me and say, oh, I didn't mean to do that, how much does that cost? You understand what I'm saying? I don't need you to. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's word semantics. Like if you say you didn't mean to do it and you fix and you pay for my shit, the word sorry don't have to follow it for me.
But brother, you know, in the black community especially, respect goes a long way, bro. Like brothers is out here dying over respect.
No, I hear you.
And for him to not show the proper respect to a minister, an elder, a leader, and to his so-called friends and the patrons that helped put him to and give him the lifestyle that he's able to afford. Now, Cypher. Nah.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. At that point, you start to realize that it's more ego and pride than it is anything else.
And it's also who he perceives the minister to be, because he tells me at the end of the day, I'm not apologizing to somebody who thinks my people are Satan. That's what he said to me. I don't know if he said that to you, but he said that to me. Even though I've sat across from him in his own fucking office, and he said, is the white man the devil? And I said, yeah. So why are you now picking and choosing? I told you to the face, the white man was the devil.
Yeah.
So now why are you mad when, what, devil and Satan is two different things? You mad that Farrakhan said it, but when I said it, because I'm in front of you and I'm a cool motherfucker, it's okay? Like, I don't get it. This is what I'm saying. We have selective outrage in all facets. That's what I'm saying. Why was you so mad when we talking about getting hit with a rock of truth, even if you thought it was a real rock? You sit and listen to rap songs every day where black people shoot each other in the head, and you have no problem with it. They metaphorically do it. They metaphorically do all kind of hate speech, is what you called it. But you're fine with that.
It's like my son.
That's what bothers me. Like, you're fine with all of that, but somebody talks about a metaphorical rock and you have a, you know what I mean? You go ape shit.
It makes sense. And I think that's when I started to realize after he had a conversation with Royce and said he gave me money or some shit. Yeah, it was just like first of all, you know, and then he said, oh, I was just talking. I didn't say it that way. I said it like
bullshit.
Yeah, but you said it.
Yeah, and it just was like, okay, so I'm realizing that. And then when he, you know, I think for me was when he said, you know, Nick apologized. You only apologize for two reasons. You apologize because you're actually sorry, or because you're gonna lose your money. He said, I'm not losing any money behind this. You know, so there's no need for me to apologize. I'm not losing any money. My company's actually doing really good. And then when I listened to you, when you said he said that, you know, he had his best month, and that shit really registered with me. So you wouldn't apologize because people that have put their life on the line for you, have been beside you, have fought beside you, saying, yo, that's the best thing you do, because it's something that we understand that reflects us. You wouldn't do it for the betterment of us or to save our friendship. And he said, I'm willing to lose any friendship. I'm willing to lose friends over this. I'm just that serious. I'm willing to lose. So you took that big of a stand.
Drew a line in the sand.
Yeah, if you drew that line but if the white people called you and say, oh, look, we need you to make a motherfucking apology, or we're gonna make sure that your shit ain't shown on none of these stations and so on. You would make an apology. So you just basically didn't value us. You didn't see us as good enough to give an apology to. So at that point, you drew a line in the sand, and I realized that it wasn't just your integrity and you wasn't gonna let somebody bully you because you stood by what you said. It's because you didn't feel like we were worthy of an apology, you know, and that was way different for me, you know, and that touched me in a different manner. So I was like, nah, we're not doing that. So we gotta, you either you right or you wrong, but you're not gonna do it on my expense. You know,
Right.
either we can hurt your money or we can't, but you're not gonna capitalize off me.
Well,
Right.
right now he's finding out. See, the seeds have been planted right now. Like he's literally lost subscribers since all of this has kicked off. Since Godfrey and I, and then you. See, because that was a very strong, symbol that we put out there by doing that. And then by you coming, following suit and show forth and proving your character as a man. Because you see, it's easy for people to say what they'll do when they're not confronted with certain situations. When then, you know what I mean? When they don't have to really, everybody talks about what they would do, but half of them wouldn't even be in this situation. Oh, if I was in that situation and this dude was my friend, if he did that, I would just flip on him in the second.
Yeah.
But you don't know that till you in the position. You see what I'm saying? Like you don't know what you do until you're actually in the position.
I mean, this is serious for me because this is somebody for 12 years that's been my friend. Like I've went to his house. My kids have slept in me and my family have gone to his house. He spent the night in my house. His family, like we know his family, cool with his wife. I was there when his kids was first born. One of the first people we sent his pictures to. Like before he did a lot of shit, he'll call me. Like, you know what I'm saying? So this is not just like, yo, I know everybody's saying, oh, this is the culture vulture, but we grew a real friendship, you know, and I'm serious about friendship. So for me to take that stance is because he took a stance that was serious to me. I'm like, damn, so you rather lose a friendship with me than just apologize for some shit that you actually did wrong. Like you and understanding you putting me in, you making me feel like I gotta choose our friendship over choosing drawing a line in the sand for our people and just the respect of my whole culture. Like, why would you put if you can't be my friend to put me in that situation? There's no way that you could be a friend of mine. You know,
Right. But some white folks will some white folks will hang out with us, still seeing us as second class people and just, you know, just to get all the benefits. You know, they'll have a black girlfriend, black wife, still call us niggas. Still, it'll still be a pissing contest with them. Dick envy shit. I'm just saying. You know, I didn't say every single one is like that, but they do that shit all the time. It is not new. It ain't new. He's just real good at just playing it off, especially with the way you establish a relationship with him. That's a slap in the face to you, slap in the face to us. Even if it was Maxine Waters and he misquoted her, I'd say apologize, man. Those are our elders, man. That's our culture. If it was an old rabbi or a Jewish cat and we said some fuck shit about it, he'd be like, yo, you need to, you know what I mean? So, you know, that's we had to stand on code, man. We got to stand up for some shit. We got to monetarily break a lot of these cats down. The only reason why they talk to us like that is because we don't have economic base. We have economic inferiority and insecurity. But once we start to stop patronizing these motherfuckers and show that, you know, every other culture does that shit. Why can't we, the strongest culture? We're quick to kick a motherfucker's ass, but we can't just unsubscribe from somebody?
Yeah.
Shit. Unsubscribing is the most powerful thing right now.
Listen, I think, you know, this is a good exercise for us as a people, man. Like if this is what it takes, y'all should have been did this. Listen, man.
Anyway.
You know what I mean? Like
but
everybody got different motives, you know what I mean? Like, of course, he was using us. We were using him. You know what I mean? Like, and we both knew it. You know what I mean? Like that was part of the relationship. Like, make no mistake about it.
Yeah. But you know what the thing was? I never really used Vlad for anything. You understand what I'm saying? And I understood that our relationship, in my regards, benefited him more than it did me. You understand what I'm saying? But it wasn't that. It was just that he was my friend. Vlad probably gave me money 2 times for some shit that I asked because I was short for some shit. But he never gave me money. I wasn't on no payroll, Vlad. You know what I'm saying? It was friend shit. Like, oh, shit, my car got towed. I'm $200, $300 short. I got you. Don't worry about it. Or I'm going to loan you $500. just pay it back to me. Like, he never gave me money. It wasn't like Vlad was giving me anything. There was no benefits. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't on Vlad TV every week. I wasn't on, he didn't give me a job there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Vlad would call me. He'd come to New York, like, yo, what you doing, Mice? Yo, let's go hang out. I understood that. I made it comfortable for him to hang out. I made it so nobody did nothing to Vlad. He knew that nobody was going to do nothing to him when I was there, and I was cool with that because he was my friend, and we was hanging out anyway, so it was like, fuck it, let's hang out and do something. You know what I'm saying? So
wait, was he paying y'all to hold him down or no?
Huh?
Is he paying y'all to hold him down? Or no?
He wasn't paying me to hold on. I would get some of my friends, you know, that when he wanted to go, if I was with him, he never paid me to hold him down. He'll call me and be like, yo, Mice, what's going on? I'm going to the club. You want to hang out? Let's go. I'll go fuck with him if you in town. But sometimes I would make sure that my mans, if I didn't get a security to do something, I make sure one of my mans that I know that was going to hold him down, and he would pay them, but he wasn't paying me to hold him down. This was my friend. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why, you know, it wasn't like nobody was doing anything for it. It wasn't a relationship that I was, you know, it was like, oh, I'm getting this and that. I didn't get on Vlad TV every week. Sometimes if I wasn't doing some shit hot, Vlad wouldn't give me an interview. Vlad would interview me when Mice was hot or Mice had something going on. So it wasn't like it was a give and take. This is actually a friendship for me.
So let me ask you, do you believe in the adage, you want for your brother what you want for yourself?
Exactly. Yes, I do.
So if somebody's your friend and they're a millionaire and they're not trying to help you get in that same position, are they really your friend?
I mean, those are things that you gotta consider. You know what I'm saying? But the thing was, I was already driven. I was doing most of my shit, so I
understand. Yes, but you got to look at his side. I know what you're about to say. What you're about to say. But you got to understand that it never even came to his mind to try to put the people that supported him into positions of power. See, this is what we have to do for each other. And if you're really a friend, that's what friends do for each other. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like even when I started getting hot on the internet and all of that, like I could have just been like, nah, I'm gonna keep it all to myself. Nah, fuck that. I'm pulling Rod Digger in. You know what I mean? Fuck that. I'm pulling Godfrey in. And so now if we could make a unit where we all can get fucking paid, I'm not just thinking about just myself. Because I want for my brother and sister what I want for myself. And it's like, I feel like he sat on that couch and listened to all of those gangster stories, but wasn't really listening. Because I'm sure many gangsters sat there and told him, bro, you got to take care of your people. You got to take care of the ones that's loyal to you. Put them in positions of power, or else they're going to fucking feel like, you know what I mean? They're going to feel a type of way. And trust me, yeah, it does get like that. You know what I mean? Ain't no hater shit on Vlad. Oh, you hating on him. Nah, I hate that. It's just I do the knowledge. I sat there. Trust me, I was on my spook that sat by the door shit too. You know what I mean? I'm doing the knowledge on how this whole shit operates and all of that. Same way how I learned how to make beats and all of that type of shit by just standing over a motherfucker in the studio and just looking over their shoulder. That's the type of motherfucker I'd just be soaking up game. You know what I mean? So tell me all that shit. I'm soaking it up. I'm the spook that sat by the door. So that's part of, you know what I mean? We was cool. We was cool. But again, I feel like I was more of a friend to him than he was to me.
Yeah, that's
right.
You see what I'm saying? And I think all of us are probably guilty of that. We were probably
that's just our humanity. That's our humanity, man.
He was to us. Because I've given great advice. I done got him out of jams, all kind of shit. You know what I mean? Like, man, if you play it like this, you'll be all right. And he did it, and it worked out for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Knock it off.
Yeah,
I think
that's our humanity, man. We ain't no good. That's humanity
right now. Make sure everybody clicks the like button. Okay, click that like button. Don't forget to click it. Everybody in the super chat, I appreciate y'all. Thank you, Glorious, Gregorius. B1 Synergy, Tekel Kaidane, Live Twice Boy. Yeah. Timothy Muhammad, peace. Of course, Asia M. Thank you. Everybody, hit that like button. All right. Um. So yeah. So we here now. You know, we everybody's standing in solidarity, even those that might have been, you might have had differences before. I mean, I saw you and Royce had a conversation, and y'all were kind of going back. Y'all were having a difference of opinion in that moment. Now, this was prior to you, making your full decision. But everybody knows I've had a difference of opinion with Royce before. But him and I have come together. Him and I have spoken. Okay. And he will be on the Godcast. How about that?
That makes sense. Why wouldn't he?
Yo, I'm gonna take off.
Listen, we thank you for being here, brother.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, I just wanted to get the main stuff out. I'm all outside, like I'm like hearing shit like
yeah.
But I think we got most of it out. Everything I wanted to hear, we got out, and it's a pleasure to meet you, brother. Finally, you know what I mean? Love the shit, especially with that song you did where you tore that. Who's that corny ass dude you tore up with? You had the Muhammad Ali thing.
Oh, Tory Lanez, I think, was one of them.
That was beautiful, man. I was like, oh, who the hell is this dude? Okay, all right. Well, keep up the good work. Hope to see you again on the Godcast and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And yes, sir. Let's keep this going.
Oh, we got it. Operation Unsubscribe is in effect.
Unsubscribe to Vlad.
Yeah, to Vlad TV. And it's just, like we said, it ain't nothing personal against him, but gotta go.
Gotta go.
What it is.
Gotta go.
It's a situation.
Peace.
All right, Godfrey. Peace.
Peace, Godfrey. It's a situation where you basically say that you don't value what it is that we bring. Then we just got to see. You got to see if you really taking that stance and you really willing to lose everything rather than just apologize for a mistake you made.
Right.
Then you don't value us, and that's the decision that you made. That's the line you drew. So this is why we're here. We're here.
Man. Well, shit. Can we I wanted to ask you because I know you're in these circles, okay? What do you know about George Soros' involvement with Black Lives Matter?
I don't really know. I keep hearing that there's you know what I know? I know that George Soros is a philanthropist, and that's what I hear throughout a lot of these organizations. So George Soros will just invest money in different organizations. He doesn't. I don't know if he controls Black Lives Matter because I've never, been involved with Black Lives Matter, the organization. So I don't know what he does, but I know
there's been rock with that organization.
No, Black Lives Matter, the organization. I mean, I know them. They do work. They do good work. I don't have anything negative to say.
But you're not affiliated with them.
No, I'm not affiliated. My organization is Until Freedom.
Until Freedom.
Until Freedom.
Okay. Well, tell us a little bit about that organization.
Until Freedom is an organization that was founded by myself, Tamika Mallory, Linda Sarsour, and my brother Angelo Pinto. It is a rapid response. It's pretty much a civil rights. It's the new civil rights movement of our era. It is what NAACP was to their era, is what NAN has been, is what all of our legacy organizations have been to their era, to this era. And we feel like we represent what civil rights looks like in this era. We have policy people. We have people who come from, one of the organizations I used to be a part of was Harry Belafonte's organization, The Gathering for Justice. And we formed a sister organization under that called the Justice League. And one of his main principles was that those directly impacted have to be the ones who create the solution. And, being formerly incarcerated, being from marginalized communities. Linda Sarsour is a Palestinian American who, what they're dealing with in Palestine and Israel. Tamika worked with Nan, and she's come from the projects in Harlem. Angelo's from Queens. And we feel like we're diverse in that we understand what is really going on in our communities, and we know how to fight. We intertwine hip hop with our message. We bring artists into our message. We bring people from all walks of life. There's an intersection every way into this movement. I believe that a lot of these movements prior, they made you feel like you weren't good enough to be a part. I'm not saying that's what they did, but you looked at them, everybody had a suit, everybody was from the prestigious college, and they had all of this background with our organization. Just to be a part of this, there's no criteria other than that you got to be authentic, and you got to really want what's right, and you got to want freedom and equity and justice for our people. So that's what Until Freedom is pretty much.
I think a lot of people mistakenly associate you with BLM for some reason.
Have absolutely no idea. I mean, because what it is Black Lives Matter is a movement. There's a movement, Black Lives Matter, and there's an organization.
There's an organization, yeah. And there's two. Those are two different things.
Different thing. Black Lives Matter movement is just everybody who's fighting for the advancement and for the equity of Black lives. So that's what the movement is. Every organization that's out here in civil rights is pretty much part of the Black Lives Matter movement. But Black Lives Matter organization is its own entity.
Right. So are you aware of the what we're about section on the BLM website?
I'm not really aware. I have yet to I haven't been on BLM's website. I've worked with some of the BLM members and organizers before. We've done good work together, but I don't know. I have not been to their website.
Right. Well, yeah, they're talking about queering the movement. They're talking about, changing gender roles and all of this type of stuff. They're talking about dismantling the paternal family, the family unit as we know it, with a man at the head of it, basically. It's a lot of LGBT stuff rolled into this, brother, and that organization. I mean, they've amassed more than $100 million. I'm not sure. I don't think your organization may have, got that much money raised, but they haven't sent not one child to college. They haven't bailed anybody out of. They ain't done nothing with that money. So I'm just curious if you knew anything about this BLM movement, what they're about, how they spend their money, anything like that. Because
I have absolutely no idea what BLM, the organization, does with their finances. I don't. All I know is that a lot of organizations, we've worked with BLM organizers in different cities and states, and we put together marches, we put together different organized different events with them, around different cases that we've worked with, and we've done work with them. But I don't know what they do with their money. I don't know, the principles that's on their website.
Yeah, it's definitely like these 4 lesbians that started it, and they're very like anti-heterosexual.
I mean, I do know that they're queer women who started it. So I don't know the intricacies. I know I've met Patrice. I've met
Go check out the about on their website and just see how you feel about it. Just read it for yourself, because that's in their own words. I don't even want to paraphrase, but they're saying some very disturbing things when you go check it out. And I was just wondering if you were aware, because I don't know. I guess people, you always see these Black Lives Matter signs. You know what I mean? And then I always see Mysonne. You see what I'm saying? So people are associating the two. They think that you might be a part of that, but you're just on the scene, it seems, with a lot of these protests. And I mean, I know we talked about this on the show before, but like, for those of you that might just be discovering Mysonne now. I mean, he's a super talented rapper who, at some point, maybe he'll tell us why, uh, got into activism, and just started using his voice and his presence to support different causes that affect especially Black people, and people in our community. So
Mhm.
just tell us a little bit about what even sparked that originally in you.
I mean, I believe for me it was Trayvon Martin. I always was interested. Always wanted to play my part in Black evolution, and trying to figure out how do we regain our power? How do we be united? How do we gain intergenerational wealth? How do we elevate from the conditions we're in? So that's always been something that was on my mind. But I believe when Trayvon Martin got killed, and I seen that Zimmerman was able to just go scot-free, it showed me that that we were dealing with something different, and I wanted to figure out how do I change that, because at that time my son was the same age that Trayvon was, so that was something that touched me in a different way, and it was like somebody could just kill my son, and that's it. Like what do you say to your son? What do you say to these kids? What are we supposed to do with this information? And at that point I started to be a lot more active and a lot more in tune with what was going on in society. And then directly after that, you know, when Eric Gardner got killed in New York, that was the first march and rally I ever went to, and I felt like, this is something that I want to do. This is like a calling for me. Like I need to be out here. I need to be organized, and need to be connected with people who really want to see some different changes in this world. And I think that's what pretty much activated my activism.
I mean, it's great to see, especially somebody from the hip hop community, because again, I always talk about frame of reference, of how we need certain frame of reference for our people to absorb, so that
Mhm.
when they get to certain situations and it's time for them to make a choice, they can say, well, I got this frame of reference of this guy doing this over here, and then I got this frame of reference of this guy doing this over here, and they're able to choose. If all you see is one frame of reference, you think that's the only thing, the only road you have to go down. Yeah. So,
Yep.
by you being a street dude who, I mean, you wasn't even, it's not like you came from that brand Nubian, like X Clan. Like, my son wasn't really necessarily known as a conscious rapper per se. You were
Not at all.
just a good, like, rapper from the Bronx. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and so now to take this stance, I feel like, it just shows the average street dude, like, yo, like, you can have a political mind too. Like, it's not all about just this street shit. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's just one part of it. And you
And
can
I
do.
think that's what it is for me, is because I feel like I've always been a conscious person, but it wasn't something that I seen like celebrated as much. Always was conscious and wanted to do the right thing, but it wasn't something that I seen celebrated. So I didn't know how to even insert myself in certain places. And it's like when I started to get active in it, so I'm like, damn, I want these kids, I want dudes in the street that's doing anything that feel like, damn, I want to be involved in this. How do I be involved in this? To see themselves in it, to be like, damn, my son is in this, I could be in this because I know where he been. I know he on the hood with us. Like he ain't. It doesn't make it doesn't disqualify you because you from a certain place, or you into hip hop, or you got a different culture. You ain't got to be a goody two shoes to want what's right and fight for our people. So that's what I wanted, that message to be known, because we would have way more soldiers, man, if most of the hood knew that they was able to be on these front lines and able to just support and fight for what's right.
Right. Like I've always felt like we can't make consciousness, it can't be corny. You know what
Exactly.
I'm saying? Like, you got to make it popular. You got to make it cool. So, like when I said, yeah, we got to make Operation Going to Vlad corny. That's just saying the opposite, because we as black people, we about fucking with what's cool. So the opposite of cool is corny.
That's right.
We could make something cool one day, and we can make it corny the next day. Just all about, and it's all comes from our thoughts of how we view something. So in an instant, something can change. That's how you change the world in a moment, just by changing your thought.
Yep.
It only takes an instant to do that. What's going on with you and all these these internet dudes coming at you right now? I see Hassan Campbell, Jamil from GullyTV. What's all of this? Why they upset with you right now, Mice?
They upset with themselves, man. I don't even know them dudes. Like, so when we in the troll era, if you say something about somebody who's actually doing something, then you get people to pay attention. So I guess I'm the way that people pay attention to them, man. God bless them though. I wish them the best.
I mean, I enjoy these guys' shows and their commentary, and I hate when I see people that I feel like I fuck with, and then motherfuckers start butting heads. It's like, oh, come on, man, don't fucking do that. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. I hope that y'all are able to, work out whatever it is, man, because
It's nothing though. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, they don't really exist to me. Like, and you like to watch. I've never watched any of these shows. I'm not in tune with them. The only way I know them is because the GullyTV dude. He put something about somebody beating up a girl at a gas station on his page one day, and somebody sent it to me, and he was like, "Yeah, you got to beat these bitches up. I would have punched her in the face and all that." And I was just listening to him. I'm like, "Yo, why would you make that make sense? Like, why would you tell a nigga to beat a black woman up at a gas station over gas?" This Arab man was punching her in the face and kicking her. He's like, "Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do to that bitch." And I'm like, so from that one thing, he decided he's going to every 2 days make a post about me, and every day he could possibly say something for the last 6-7 months, So I wish him the best. As far as Hassan Campbell, I guess.
He's been on the Godcast. I mean, keep it real. He's been on the Godcast.
No, I'm saying that, but listen, I don't have no issues with them dudes because they're not on my radar. So whoever they cast, they going, it ain't no issue with me,
Hassan Campbell, I've never met him, but he always speaks highly of me. I just like his commentary on certain things. But again, when I hear them, going at you, and I'm like, damn, I'm cool with mice. Like, don't do that, y'all. Like, stop. Like, I just don't like seeing shit like that.
Yeah, you listen. God bless him, man. All I say is I'm outside. I don't do internet shit. You can't have beef with somebody on the internet. That's the corniest shit I ever seen. Cause I'm too visible. I'm too outside. I post where I'm at. I tell you I'm gonna be here tomorrow. Like, I'm not. They'll never get a tweet back, a response, or anything to me. This right here is the most they'll ever get. They'll take this clip and they'll put this on their page and they'll run this forever. This is the most engagement of me that they'll ever get in their life.
So how long you gonna be out in Kentucky
for? We're gonna be here for at least another month, man. We trying to get Breonna's law passed all throughout Kentucky, so we're gonna be doing a tour to get the law passed. We're still fighting to get them to release the grand jury minutes and to get a special prosecutor. So we're gonna be here, man.
You're gonna be out there just for another month, not coming back and forth. You just there for.
No, back and forth. I got 2 kids and a wife, so I can't.
That's what I was gonna say. I was getting ready to ask you, how does that work?
Yeah,
when you have a family.
It's
how
tough.
your wife just like, nah, you go out there to Kentucky for a month, and we good. Like,
so I try to do 3 days here, 4 days back, 4 days here.
That makes sense.
So I just try to give it a balance. I'm actually going home. Got a 6 o'clock flight in the morning to go home for 3 days, and then I got to come back.
All right. We got a guy right here. Kenny Russian. He just gave a super chat. He said, "Peace, Lord Jamar. I highly respect the work that my son is doing in the community." He said, "That is why I question why he's standing at the side of scam master Jay Morrison." He says, "Let me be very direct, my son. Jay is a fraud. He stole my entire storyline. Hashtag no fakeness. Please address."
Well, I don't have to, because I don't know who the Russian guy is. You know what I'm saying? Jay is a friend of mine. Like I tell you, when you my friend, you my friend. And I've done business with Jay. I've invested in the same Tulsa Real Estate Fund that people are saying is a scam. I understand what it is. I understand I got what I got into. I'm perfectly fine with how everything is going. I'm not going to judge my relationship with a friend on somebody else's opinion, especially when the business that I've seen done and people around me that I've seen them do business with has never been anything that was scamming or fraudulent. So, you know, if he scammed you, then get to send him to jail. He should be locked up. All the people that he's saying that they saying he scammed, Jay should be in jail. He should be doing 100 years. I just don't understand how he home and he just scammed all y'all people out of your money. I'm trying to figure out how this happened.
I mean, me myself, I've never heard this about the brother. I'm gonna be honest. I only know him through, someone that is into real estate and all of that, and tries to, help teach that to the people. You know what I mean?
That's what I know.
So I don't know. And you're actually dealing with his program, like you've invested in some properties, yes?
Yep.
Now, and he pulled you into that. He tried to.
Actually, when he started the Tulsa Real Estate, it was based on, something that we were all trying to create. We had sat down, we had a meeting with a lot of Black leaderships, hip hop artists. It was a table that we sat and we came up with what do we need to do to better the Black community. And he said, we need to create our own crowd fund. We need to have something that our people can invest in and own. We got to rebuild Tulsa Real. We got to rebuild Black Wall Street. We got to, and from that meeting, he just went on and did it. Like he stopped talking and he created it. And, and I seen him do it from the ground, and I know it's not easy. Basically what he's doing hasn't been done for Black people. It's like what Jay-Z did with Tidal, and everybody was like, oh, Jay-Z, this shit is trash. And it's a process. He pretty much did this shit from scratch. It's not easy, especially when these crackers want to make sure that they see you lose. They definitely want to make sure that you don't win. So he's been facing all type of shit, and I haven't seen him fold yet, man. I've seen him. He's been doing ethical business as far as I'm concerned. So, I'm a supporter.
So let me ask you. You know that Vlad is very much into stocks. Did he try to pull you into the stock game?
No, he never tried to pull me into something.
12 years, he never, as much as he brags about stocks, he never tried to pull you into. And how long have you known Jay Morrison?
I knew Jay Morrison about, I want to say 4 or 5 years now.
4 or 5 years. Yet he's tried to put you onto some real estate shit to try to empower you.
Yep.
That's interesting. I think we're just going to leave it at that.
Pretty much.
That's like me sipping the tea right there. Damn, did I forget all about my coffee? Yeah, I did. Damn, it's probably cold. Fuck it. We'll get another cup after this because I'm geeked now. I'm up. This was a great interview. Mice, I'm not going to hold you anymore. I thank you so much for joining me. Once again, you are a friend to the Godcast. You're welcome to come up here anytime. You got something to talk about. I don't care what it is. Like, you know what I mean? Want to come up here and talk about your family? That's fine. You want to talk about any case that you do, whatever. Like, you know what I mean? A record. I don't care. You know what I mean? Come on back. You're a friend to the Godcast. I appreciate you taking the time out.
I appreciate you having me, brother. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, guess I'm sign off for the people. I guess that's it, man.
All right, King. I'll talk to you later.
Thank you, King.
All right.
Hey.
Peace.
All right. YouTube Live. Hang on. Oh, Kenny Rushing. Thank you. Kenny Rushing says, He is a complete scam. He is not a real estate expert, nor is he a business mogul. He has a track record of scamming black folks. Please do your research. He stole my entire story. Do your research on legendary Kenny Rush. Okay, Kenny. Listen, maybe you can email something to, you know what I mean, godcast@gmail.com. Take a look at it. But I definitely appreciate your donation. I thank you. You heard what my son had to say about the brother. You know, he said if he is scamming, then send him to jail. Um, Listen, shout out to all my moderators, my new moderator, American Negro, uh, my brother, my physical brother, Reality 914, my producer, Greg Abraham. What's his name on here? Damn. I forget. Oh, Super Megabyte. That's my man, Greg. Shout out to my brother Wise. He's in the house. See Wise, bro. When I'm in the middle of doing these interviews, it's hard to be looking down at my phone. I know you sending me all of these questions that I'm just seeing now, brother. I love you, bro. That's all I can say, man. Um, yeah, that's right. Super Megabyte. He just hit me up. So yeah, and then my moderators that have been here, um, like Queen Craft. Matter of fact, I feel like Aisha needs to be a moderator. Aisha, you're a moderator. I just made Aisha a moderator. Truly Zambian's a moderator. Who else? I'm just trying to stay on here with y'all for a minute to go through this, try to get this shit right. Kicking out all assholes who come on here talking shit. I seen somebody. Yeah, I know I wanted to use StreamYard's Norwood Media, but it's been acting up for me. You know what I mean? The shit every time I use StreamYard lately, you're welcome, Aisha. Every time I use StreamYard recently, it's echoing shit. People's telling first that I was echoing and the guest was echoing. Listen, we can't afford to have faulty audio and shit right now. Y'all need to hear what I have to say clearly and precisely and not annoyingly. Damn, I forgot my sound effect box. Let's give my song a round of applause. Thank you, Kimmy West. All right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do right now, real quick. My song is gone. But if you want to ask me a couple of questions, go ahead and hit that super chat. And I'm taking questions right now. Thank you, P Money. I appreciate you. Kim and them West. Cancel Vlad TV says. All right, thank you. Big Vega says, peace to the gods on wisdom equality, all being born to build, destroy today. That's right. Peace of law. He's almighty. That's right. If you want to bypass this super chat, just go to cash.me/$, you know what I mean? It's in the chat. Just click on it. So yeah, I appreciate y'all for joining me on this, on this thing that we doing, man. Like, trust me, I've been following this hip hop thing since its inception. This is why I'm able to talk about it as an expert. Not have I just been following it, I have been a participant and someone who ended up doing it at a very high level. Um, we have people that come from outside of our culture that weren't here since the beginning. The Johnny come latelys that just come in the middle, that haven't done every single facet of hip hop that you can do. Because trust me, I used to do graffiti. I used to break dance and pop and all of that. I used to DJ, MC, and I had knowledge of self. What else is there? What else is there? So I'm just saying, I'm that hip, I'm that hip hop expert. Rod Digger's that hip hop expert. Godfrey's that comic expert. Listen, I want to thank everybody for hitting that like button. And if you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button now. Okay? It makes our algorithms, you know, do what they do. It makes notifications go out. It makes the channel boost up in the ratings and all of that. So if we want to see his shit go down and our shit go up, you got to press that like button. But we appreciate everybody, man. Yeah, that's right. Super YouTube taking 30% of that super chat. Okay? Lior and them. Okay, that's why we got to bypass the super chat and go straight to the Cash App. But you know, it's more convenient for you. Y'all want to do that. You do that. I'll take the super chat. But I'd rather the Cash App. So cash.me/$, you know what I mean? Hit that like button, subscribe, share, and let people know. Like, trust me, we getting ready to have the interviews. And see, what y'all don't understand is a lot of people wasn't fucking with Vlad. Like he could never get like a Diddy or a Jay-Z or somebody like that on his show. Just you wait. Just you wait. Okay? We're gonna fuck around and have Rick Ross on this bitch, okay? Just because I'm putting it out in the universe. Not that I have him booked already. But trust me, shit like that's gonna happen. Shout out to Black Kelly 5. He said, everybody shows support because you know Vlad, being the kind of hide behind the TV screen dude he is going to be snooping to see if the brothers will have support. That's right. Oh, you know he's looking. He's looking at my shit right now and he sees, well, the last I looked, it was like, I don't know, we were up maybe like 14,000 subscribers, something like that. And he's down a nice little clip. I'm not sure the exact numbers, but he's down. Shout out to the Chinese Puff Daddy. He's in the house. Are you in the chat, Puff? And if so, are you a moderator? Because if you're not, you should be. That's right. Time those bitches out. The general got timed out for 300 seconds. I just hide their punk asses from the whole goddamn channel. Oh shit, I hit the 100K. Oh yeah, that's right. I hit the 100K subscribers. Oh, we did that. We did that a little while ago, a few days ago. I want to thank everybody that helped to make that happen. Kenny Russian said, Lord, allow me to come on your show. I just did an interview with Hip Hop Uncensored. I'm actually about to do an interview with Hip Hop Uncensored, Kenny. Let me share with you the real story from smuggling cocaine and ghetto blasters across the country to over 150 million in real estate deals. Kenny, you're not a mean Godcast at gmail.com. Please email me and I will It sounds like an interesting story. I want to hear it. I will answer you. So just email me at Godcast. Put it in the chat. Yes, I want to hear about it, brother. Brother Kenny Russian said he got a story to tell. Okay, I want to hear it. I know I was the nucleus to the Vlad microcosm, the Keys wonder. It's like, but he gotta know that now. As we say in in the nation of gods and earths, in the 5% nation, I was that piece with magnetic. You see, I was that piece with magnetic. He didn't understand. Thank you, Ricky Carmen. Said F Vlad, build yours and take over. Exactly. Thank you, Young Mind Elevation. To get young Pharaoh on the show. Eventually, I will. There's a lot of new black media personalities I'd like to get on the show, and if people are not up on them, I'd like to put people up on them. I had Brother Sanchez on the show before. If y'all don't know about Brother Sanchez, go check him out. Go check his channel out. Yeah, man, we need to support each other. We need to get on code, help each other the same way they help each other. Guess what? Vlad TV and No Jumper. Oh, them niggas is cool with each other. Adam 22 and Vlad. Oh yeah. Oh, they good. Because they got the similar type of thing. Thank you, Michael Meehan. Thank you, Michael Meehan. I appreciate it. Yeah, they got the same type of shit going on. They got popular websites and they're both white and they come together. They come together on code. They've been on each other's show and you know what I mean? They give each other advice and all of that. Big Vega, thank you. Vega says, Brand Nubian helped me get through some hard times. Your nephew Corrupt is a good friend of mine. Oh, well, actually, Corrupt is my cousin. Yeah, Corrupt's my cousin. He's not my nephew. But yeah, shout out Corey and Keith, Cuzzos. Shout out to her whole DeShalis family. That's right. If your last name is DeShalis, you're related to me. Okay, Rob Dollar said, BG Knockout, Freeway Rick, Boosie, need to boycott Vlad too. Hey, we're going to work on it. We're going to work on it. We're going to work on it. We already got people working on it. Aisha, thank you. She said, hand wash hands. One hand wash the other. Both hands wash the face. That's how we do it. Thank you. If you're not aware, Andre Malcolm, tattoo, thank you. He said, yo, Lord, thanks for this. BX, 233rd, White Plains Road. Okay. Now you talking my neck of the woods. You remember the Baychester Diner, my brother? Of course you do. Of course you do. The Baychester Diner. Come on, I'm from 236 in Barnes, okay? When I was a little youth, I was born at Albert Einstein Hospital on Pelham Parkway. Kenny Russian. Kenny Russian is not playing. Thank you, Kenny. He said, I got you. No fakeness. This is where the fake scam master Jerry got his story from. Ask P. Diddy, Vashta Dunlap, Susan Taylor, Terry Williams, Jamie Hector, Wire. Oh, I know Jamie. Tiny Lister, Debo. The interview will be epic. Hashtag the real estate OG. P.S. Let me know about sponsorship for your show. Absolutely. Absolutely. Kenny, I think you can afford the joint with me, Digger, and Godfrey. Promote your service or product. Yes, I do believe you can. And not for nothing, I would like to hear my brother Reality or getting into this real estate thing, and we need some game. We need to. I'm ready to soak up some game. So we'll see what's up. Maybe we can do some sort of exchange. Fair exchange is no robbery. You heard? Um, Bronx Park East, Park Side, the Coops. Yeah, Co-op City. I thought you said you put it the Coops, but I know what you mean. You mean Co-op. Melanin speaks out. Thank you. Said what? Oh, hang on. These shits be going so fast. What will you say is the one thing that changed hip hop culture in not the best light? And what do you think can get hip hop's frequency back on track? What changed hip hop culture in not the best light? I mean, business. business. Business helped and hurt hip hop. It helped get young kids off the street who might not be able to make money and all of that. But at the same time, it helped to tear away at the fabric of the art form. Sherrod said, "You ever gonna be cool with Vlad again?" Listen, man. It depends on what side you fall on this liberation thing. Is he coming over to my side? Because that's the only way. If you coming over to the side where I support black people to the fullest, and you know what I mean, I respect y'all to the fullest, and we could be cool. But this ball's rolling now. Even if we was cool, I'm not going back on the show. I'm not going back on the show. Why? The energy is already started moving. It's already started going from there to here. We're not gonna loop it back over there now because of whatever the case may be. It's too late. What's done is done. We here now. Let's get it on. He said, so be it. So let the games begin. Let's show and prove our strength as original people. Hannibal 090, he said, peace, God, F Vlad, and make sure you get all kinds of folks on here. I am, trust me, not just hip hop people. Some athletes, that's right. Some actors and artists from all genres on here. Definitely some old school hip hop pioneers on here. Hannibal, you took the words and the ideas right out my mouth in my head. Okay? Me and my man, Greg Abraham, AKA, damn, I keep forgetting your YouTube name. No, don't say it. You ain't gotta text it. I got it. Super Megabyte. We sat down and started creating a roadmap for ourselves as far as guests and how we want to do things. Thank you, Don Neezy TV. He said hashtag staying on code. I appreciate you. Thank you, Black TV. He said peace to you. Yeah, so we put together a nice little roadmap of guests. And I'm not going to reveal everything right now, but trust me, when we do what we do, y'all going to be like, the Godcast stepping up. Godcast stepping up. They not playing. Peace will be smooth. Can the Toronto Massive get a shout out? Of course they can. Hashtag B1. Shout out to the Toronto Massive. Let me see if I may have siren or something for them. Let me see. Me not have bumbleclot sound for them. No, we're not booing them. No. There we go. Oh, maybe lick a gunshot. Ah, there we go. Lick a gunshot for the Toronto Massive team. Oh. Ah. Right now, yeah. Why am I not seeing myself on YouTube? Okay, we back. We back. I had lost the stream page. Knew I was still here, but I couldn't see y'all's comments and shit like that. Can we get a brand Nubian album? Hip hop needs one, King. Let me tell y'all, we have actually recorded about 6 tracks. About 6 tracks. Give a gunshot for that. Give a round of applause for that. So yes, you can. Everybody, I can't see how many people here, but I need y'all to click that like. Click that like. So yeah, man, we, and listen, it's not just Vlad. I'm ready to get all these motherfuckers out of here. Like I said, Adam 22, Rosenberg, like all these motherfuckers. Like, stop acting like you a fucking expert in this shit. Like, who the fuck made you an expert of my shit? How the fuck did y'all get these cushy jobs and shit like that? Like, in our culture, when there's people that, shout out to Stove God Cooks, when there's people that know way more about this shit or have way more authenticity, yet they can hardly eat in the genre that they pioneered. No, my friend. Enough is enough. We got this. We got this, and we gonna take this over. You shake the lineup. I'll line myself up later. Get Star on the Godcast. I just might do that. Star the hater. You want to hear my Star impression? Okay. This is Star. Vlad TV. Yes. I used to go on Vlad TV. And I stopped going because he's a culture vulture. Yes. What do you think? That's one of the impressions that I think I do okay. Thank you, Wise. I appreciate it. I strive. Yo, I love y'all, man. Hold up. Andre. Okay, you said White Plains Road. That's right. Once again, Kenny Russian, he said, I got you. No fakeness. Okay, I read that already. I read that already. So, man, I'm going to tell y'all this before I leave. Don't y'all dare take nobody's motherfucking vaccine. Zachary Scott, Dame Dash, and Joe Button would definitely be advocates in this fight. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Are Puerto Ricans guests in the House of Hip Hop? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. They was there from day one. Puerto Ricans, we are Puerto Ricans. To think that we're something different is ignorance. Puerto Ricans are original people. Okay? And yes, they was there from day one. Shout out to Charlie Chase, Prince Whipple Whip. Shout out to Tito. Okay? All my Power Rule brothers that started in this hip hop game early. Yeah, man, we on our unity shit right now, man. Oh yeah, no vaccinations, y'all. No vaccination. We on unity on that too. We got to stay on code with that too. We're not taking your goddamn vaccine. And I ain't gonna front. Y'all trying to be so scared of Trump, but I'm more scared that this motherfucking Biden is gonna try to force everybody to take a vaccine and wear a mask every goddamn where. So I'm just saying. Tangibles 2020. Tangibles 2020. Thank you, Jake Victorino. Peace. Stand in solidarity with y'all. Got Vlad TV blocked on YouTube. He did the minister dirty as fuck and butchered the facts on the Breonna Taylor case. Come on, bro. When you don't really care or when you have a certain bias, it is what it is, man. No, it is what it is. Man, I'm just loving the energy right now. Like the interview that we just had with Cam. Now this joint that we just had with Mysonne. Yeah, that's right. Go to West Coast Cam's channel. Subscribe to his channel, man. Go subscribe to his channel, man. Tariq Nasheed, I'm getting ready to do an interview with Tariq Nasheed. Well, he's going to interview me next week for his buck breaking documentary. Thank you, King of Bakersfield. He said reparations now. But you best believe when I'm there doing an interview for him, now you know, brother, I need to get you on the Godcast. Because he was somebody that went on the Godcast. I mean, no, he went on Vlad. And somehow him and Tommy Sotomayor got into it or something. They both were at the studio at the same time. I don't know. Some even accused Vlad of a setup, but Vlad swears it wasn't that. But anyway, they got into some beef or whatever. So if you did see a interview with Tariq Nasheed on Vlad, you won't see any more. But you see, now I'm getting ready to get most of the people. I'm getting ready to get a bunch of people that he did have before and a bunch of people that he couldn't get anymore, and then people that he could never get in the first place. Yeah. Chuck D. Mm-hmm. Where is Grand Poobah? That's my question. Is Poobah on the new album? Yes, he is. Grand Poobah is in effect. I'm happy to say he's spitting that shit. He's sounding like the Poobah that we know and love. And I think y'all gonna be happy. Lord J, you gonna vote? Probably not. I ain't even gonna hold you. I ain't even gonna hold you. Bullshit you. Probably not. Ain't nobody got nothing for me. Well, how many days we got left to the election? How many days they got left? And now all of a sudden y'all want to start mumbling about what y'all got for black people? What did this? Trump said he got some shit for black people. What I hear? Now that the countdown is down, now that they're hearing us saying things like tangible 2020 and now they acting like they might have, but it's all very ambiguous. Nah, we're not going for that. We're not going for the pie in the sky. Who does that? Who does that? Like I said, your vote is it's like money. Give your vote, you should receive something back. When you give your money, you receive something, whether it's a good, whether it's goods or a service. Okay? That's what money is used in exchange for goods and services. So your currency, your vote, should be in exchange for a good and a service. And if you don't receive one, you shouldn't be handing it over. Unless all you're paying for is to someone to talk nice to you. Then I understand. If you just want somebody to talk nice to you and point out the fact that these guys don't talk to you as nicely, then cool. That's fine. But that's not what I'm about. That's not what I'm in it for. So yes, my vote is for sale. What you got for me? What you got for me? Because or else I don't know what to tell you. But what I'm not gonna do is vote out of fear. That's what I'm not going to do. It is what it is. I'll say, oh, we gotta get him out so bad. I mean, okay, do what you gotta do. That'll be done on the first day, then what? Thank you, Saeed Simmons. That every black person I see on there been looking funny. The platform been funny style since its inception. Happy you left that shit deeply. Listen, man. You know, he had something that was built up. It's like these record companies sign with these motherfuckers. They might not be the best people. They might not have black people's interest in heart, but you do it so that you can reach a certain amount of people. You have a plan. We had a plan when we did the brand Nubian shit, and I have a plan now. I had a plan then when I was on the Vlad couch, whether y'all understood my plan or not. Y'all could say, oh, now you're, nah. Trust me, this is chess, not checkers. When y'all learn that, y'all understand who the fuck I am. Just call me Bobby Fischer. Just call me Bobby Fischer out this bitch. Yeah. How could you join the Zoom? You can't. Can't join the Zoom. The Zoom is very exclusive. I could get crazy and say you can cash out $500 right now to join the Zoom. And, maybe that would be Zoom worthy of joining. Corey Holcomb wants Lord Jamar to be on 5150. Let's do it. American Negro. Is that for real? Where'd you hear that at? I'll be on there. I'll do Corey Holcomb's show. I'm with it. He was the one of the ones getting on Vlad or Glad, as y'all like to call him. I call him Vlad because this dumbass. This dumbass that I know, he said, yeah, man, I be watching your videos on Vlad TV. And it was just so stupid that I just sort of like had to laugh, and I was just like, Vlad, you know, that just sound funny as fuck. And I start calling the nigga Vlad to his face. What up, Vlad? Oh, he said, I promise. All right, well, it's official then. American Negro said that Corey Holcomb wants to be on the 5150 show. And I assume they're doing it virtually, like this type of shit, right? On some Zoom shit. I ain't got to get on a plane and go nowhere, do I? If I do, somebody got to pay for that. But I'm willing. I'm not scared. I know viruses start from within and not from without. They don't act like bacteria. Holla. Knowledge of self, people. Knowledge of self just doesn't mean history. Knowledge of self means knowledge of you and your biology. If we really had knowledge of self, we wouldn't be able to be lied to like this about coronaviruses and how it affects you and how you catch it and all that dumb shit. Thank you, Ricky Carmen. Let's get it. 5150 show. Oh, yeah. That's right. Why not? We'll get on there and build with the people. Build up his platform as we build up our platform. Be lad. No more talk. That's right. It's time for us as original people to be about it, man. To be about what we say we about. And that's right. Press people. You want to see change? Cause yeah, y'all put pressure on. I ain't even gonna front. Y'all put pressure on where it was like, listen, motherfucker, we gonna have to choose a side. We're gonna have to choose a side. Like, I'm not taking these bullets for you. Like, I'm with my people at the end of the day. Like, fuck all the bullshit. So, but that comes from pressure. You know what I mean? That comes from pressure. So pressure bust pipes, y'all. Y'all can affect change just by applying pressure. Who else we want to see do some shit right now? Does pressure work? Rum Ham said, respect to you for sticking to your guns over maintaining a friendship with Vlad. I'm white, but I tune into the Anatomy Godcast every week. Well, thank you, Rum Hum. I appreciate you. He said, I'm white and I check out the Godcast. The Godcast is for everybody. It's for black people first. It's definitely a B1 space, hashtag B1. Let me see those B1s out there. Gunshot for the B1 space. Can I see those hashtag B1s in the chat? But shit, for everybody. But you best believe that the perspective that we're coming from is always going to be hashtag B1, hashtag a hip hop perspective, conscious perspective. Ooh, look at all those black B1s coming in. Ooh, look at all that black love coming in. Wow, we do got the power. Black first. I love it. So you know what it is? It's a little delay from when I'm on Zoom and from the time that the chats come in. So I was asking for the B1, but I still had to wait for the delay. Now the shit's B1s. That's all I see. Y'all is going crazy. All right. I love my peoples. I love y'all. This is fucking great, y'all. Hang on. Oh, you also need to hook up with Urban X Podcast with Black Dot. Oh, Black Dot's my dude. Y'all should have the same subscribers. Black Dot's my guy. I've already did interviews and stuff with Black Dot, but I'll get Black Dot on here. Listen, y'all just start, because y'all need to be a part of this. You see what I'm saying? I need direct feedback from y'all of what y'all want to see, the kind of guests y'all looking for, the kind of topics y'all would like us to cover. You know what I mean? The kind of information that you would like to be shared with you. You know, because we got a lot of information to share. You know, and we got a lot of things to discuss as original people. You know, there's things that I'm learning every day. You know what I mean? I know a lot of things, but I don't know everything. And I'm learning certain things. Gardening, for instance, is one. Did I tell you that I started like a little garden outside in my little back area? Little herbs and stuff. Hang on. All right, I'm back. Yeah, that's something we could talk about one day. Science of gardening. We need to be making our own food, raising our own food. Why we go run to the supermarket? Shit. What if the supermarket closed? What you gonna do? When all of this COVID shit started, that's when I got into it. I said, you know what? This is something I need to learn. Just in case. Just in case. And it was giving me trouble at first. But you know what? Now my shit is coming to fruition. Now I'm seeing the literal fruits of my labor. Oh my goodness. Yeah, man. Shout out to all my Professor Griff. Okay, come on. That's my people. Rakim Allah. Listen, I've been working on that for a minute. It will happen one day, because that's my brother. Um, we gonna make it happen. Matter of fact, it should be easier now because all I really got to do is get him to come on this Zoom joint, right? We ain't even gotta. I don't have to get him to come to the BK, to the Black Lady Theater, and all that like it was before. If he was gonna do that, he was gonna come to the Black Lady Theater. Yeah. So I've been working on that. But yes, you just reminded me. Okay, we're gonna start working on Rakim again. But yes, I'm gonna bring all kinds of people on. All right, I'll give you I'm gonna give you somebody who I've already spoke to that's getting ready to come on the Godcast. Who, when I say this person's name, a lot of people's gonna get excited if they know what time it is. And he's not a rapper. You ready? Are you ready? Rod Strickland. Rod Strickland. Rod Strickland. Okay? Yeah, now we crossing into athletes and shit like that. And if y'all know who, you don't know who Rod Strickland is, do your Googles right now. One of our greatest Knicks who got traded. Yeah, he will be on the Godcast. And we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it, how rappers don't put his name in raps and all kinds of Biggie and Nature. Man, listen here. So trust me, we on the step up game. We definitely on the step up game. Um, Listen, man. Got to shut it down. Thank you, Juanita. Juanito Garcia. Juanito. Gracias, Juanito. Appreciation. Yeah, you like that. Yo, yeah, Raekwon guaranteed to make him jump like Rod Strickland at the end of Triumph. Correct. Nature said, what the fuck Nature said? Something about, I love the Knicks since the days of Rod Strick. They traded him. Ever since that, yo, I hated him. Nigga Nature's nasty. Yo, email me, man, cause after I finish this shit, I don't think I can see all this chat, super chat and shit when I go back and watch the show. So I need all your suggestions. I need y'all to email your suggestions to your Godcast at gmail.com. I also, if you would like to advertise with the show, email me at Godcast at gmail.com. We have 4 different levels. We got something affordable for everybody. From $150 on up, you can get you something. A little 12-second spot, a little 30-second spot, a 1-minute spot with me, Digger, and Godfrey talking about it. Now, it's going to cost you a little more, but it's not crazy. It's not where we trying to break the bank. We just striving to do for self, y'all. And now, Happy Film. Why, thank you. We appreciate you. If y'all don't know, go check out the Happy Film. It's called Happy, Hapi, like the Happy River, which is the real name of the Nile. And find out what happy economics is all about. Shout out to Reverend Philippe Shock Matthews. Shout out to all my shout out to Tyree, Professor Jeffries, all those great scholars I had the privilege of accompanying in this movie, Happy. Oh, I guess I didn't mention. Yeah, I'm in the movie. And I'm talking this the type of movie it could gas my head up a little bit because I'm in there with such luminary scholars and shit like that. Like I'm still like Leonard Jeffries. Man, who's in there? Who else is in there? Professor man, don't get me the line right now. I can't remember right at the moment, but a lot of our prominent scholars are in this movie, and I'm in there too. Peace. Thank you, low key. Said Moore is in the building. Pan African type ish. Sovereignty over bull ish. YouTube Central and Super Chat. I feel you. Shout out to my man Taharka Bay. Y'all can go follow his channel as well. I rock with Taharka. All right, well, listen, man. I think I'm about to shut it down. Get Ghostface on. Okay. Ghost is my man. I want to get Jay-Z on. I want to get Drake. I want to get all the people. I want to get the big ones that was like, man, fuck that nigga Vlad. I ain't fuck, because a lot of them just didn't like him. They just ain't like him. And dudes like me and Mysonne, we kind of, you know, we kept people from not fucking with him totally. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, I'm gonna fuck with him a little bit because y'all fuck with him. But now that we not fucking with him, done. And now I think some of these people, honestly, are gonna give us these interviews just out of spite. Just because they know he couldn't get it. They gonna give us the big interviews just because he couldn't get it. And I'll take it. I'll take it. Because we deserve it. We've been on our thug thizzle now, on the low, on the Godcast for about 3 years now. Okay? Clap it up. We've been putting together this product, fine-tuning this product. And you know, those of y'all that's with us, been with us from the beginning, y'all seen us with the ups and downs, with audio problems and camera problems and all of that. But guess what? We kept showing up. You kept showing up, and that's what you got to do. You know what I mean? You can't let your little failures, if you drop the ball or something, man, you got to get up, get right back up, and get back out there on the field for the next play. And don't think about that last one, you know, whatever happened. This is how we win. How we win, y'all. But on that note, listen, I love y'all. Thank everybody who joined us tonight. I'm not sure the full amount of numbers, but when I stop this, it's gonna tell me how many people were here. Yeah, thank you for everybody that donated in the chat. Appreciate y'all. And I'm gonna be back very soon. I say probably in a couple days. Ooh, Street TV. Thank you. Oh, y'all sending now through the chat like y'all don't want me to leave. So thanks for keeping it real. Puerto Ricans were there from day one. Facts. We was among the first rappers, graffiti writers, and breakdancers. Facts. Matter of fact, the nicest breakdancers were Puerto Rican. Okay, I was there. Vlad didn't like our interview we did of him on the Gangster Chronicle. Okay. Yeah, well, shout out to people like Crazy Legs, you know, Mr. Wiggles, all them dudes. Puerto Ricans was there from day one. Back, doing it all. DJ, MC, Speedy, breakdance. Like, there wasn't nothing, even in the 5% nation, okay? Like, how many power rule gods do we know? You know what I mean? And that we've been known. But yeah, peace to all my power rule gods that I was running with. Maintain, Ken J. Y'all know the whole Allerton Avenue crew. You know how it goes. So anyway, oh, hang on. Also, Stephen Moten, he said, Lupe said Vlad was bad for the culture. He was right. Listen, I'm gonna say Vlad was bad and good for the culture. Because I stand by this. You know, as a white man, he could have put nothing but negative shit on there. He could have put nothing but just negative frames of references of black people. Where he fucked up at was when he put people like me on the motherfucker. That's where he fucked up, because I brought a certain balance to the show. You didn't expect to come on a white man's hip hop channel and receive basically what equates to lessons. Lessons from a conscious, authentic hip hop individual. And again, to me, that was priceless. I got young 21-year-olds, 18-year-olds that binge my videos, binge them, because I have hours worth of material with this guy. And they literally binge my videos and soak up the science that I'm giving. So even when I'm speaking about, one of their regular everyday rappers right now, little shit face, little cat nose, whatever the fuck, I'm delivering a jewel that, if caught by the right people, will be valuable in their everyday life. And the fact that I could proliferate that, I was able to proliferate that was a good thing that he was doing. But ultimately, it's bad for him because it's now backfiring on him. But it is what it is. Went there to join with Sugar Hill Gang? Did he? Okay, I didn't know that. Marcus Gomez said I did. He said I soaked up science. Thank you, Vato. Welcome, Karna. You're welcome, little puppy. American Gangster was the shit, right? No, American Meat, right? That was it. American Meat. Edward James Olmos. It's my fucking guy. My guy, eh? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I want to get Nas on here. That's my Virgo brother. And see, he wouldn't go on he wouldn't go on a Vlad. I know he wouldn't fuck with a Vlad, but he'll fuck with the God. You see, this is why, you know what I mean? We'll fuck with family first, bro. So I'm telling you, we getting ready to get those type of interviews that watch. I'm putting it in the universe. Like, and I ain't got them booked yet, but I'm telling you, I'm gonna make shit like that happen. So just stick with us. Watch as we ride. All of y'all, if you new, I'm gonna keep this shit popping. Trust me. So just stick with me. We're gonna keep this shit rocking. Digger will be back. We got a great interview coming up in a couple days. Yeah. Stay tuned. I love y'all once again. Thank you, all my moderators. Oh, wait, hang on. Elon Tomasevic, thoughts about Rogan being pressed by Spotify? I don't know about that. I don't know about pressed by Spotify. Hang on. It's hard to follow what's going on. All right, listen, I'll be back, y'all. Again, if you haven't, go ahead and like. If you have, thank you. And I'm going to see y'all on the next one. Peace.